Some deaths in Star Wars make sense for the story, like when important characters die for emotional impact or to achieve a victory. However, there are also deaths that feel like a big waste of cool and interesting characters. This is Pop Culture Pulse, presenting 10 Star Wars characters' wasted potentials. Let's start with our number 10 spot, Val. She introduced in the Star Wars spin-off Solo, initially portrayed as a tough criminal working with Tobias Beckett and Han Solo. However, unexpectedly, Val sacrifices herself during a mission to steal coaxium. Interestingly, the original script had her survive, but due to the grand scale of the moment, the decision was made to have her die. Tandiwe Newton, who portrayed Val, expressed disappointment, considering it a big mistake, especially as Val was the first Black woman with a significant role in Star Wars, only to be killed off within the first 40 minutes. Share your thoughts on your favorite character in a Star Wars spin-off in the comments below. At the number 9 spot, Captain Phasma. Captain Phasma, a standout villain in the sequel trilogy, appeared in Episode 7 with her shiny and impressive presence. Despite high expectations, her role in The Force Awakens was somewhat lackluster, casting doubt on her as one of the intimidating leaders of the First Order. Although surviving the destruction of Starkiller Base, her return was short-lived, ending with Finn defeating her in Episode 8. Fans had hoped for a more significant comeback or redemption in Episode 9, envisioning an intense rematch with Finn. Unfortunately, her potential was underutilized, leaving her character feeling like another missed opportunity in the sequel series. At the number 8 spot, Admiral Ackbar. Admiral Ackbar, the iconic fish-faced military commander in Star Wars, had a solid journey in the Skywalker saga. It's a bit frustrating how his story concluded, especially considering his significant role in the Clone Wars, aiding the Rebel Alliance, and serving Leia Organa's resistance. His demise in Episode 8, The Last Jedi, felt underwhelming as he was abruptly killed during the First Order's attack. Despite being a respected leader, his death was overshadowed with only a brief mention. Fans and even Tim Rose, the actor behind the character, expressed disappointment in the lackluster farewell for this rebel hero. The number 7 spot, Morac. In Ashoka Part 1, Master and Apprentice episode, people got curious about a red lightsaber-wielding character called Morac from the trailers. Throughout the early episodes, the mysterious Morac, wearing a spooky helmet, interacted with Balin's Skull and Morgan Elth, clashing with Ahsoka Tano. However, the show never revealed Morac's true identity. Unfortunately, Morac met an unceremonious end in Episode 4, killed by Anakin Skywalker's apprentice. The only hint about Morac's background was a green mist and screams, leaving fans questioning if he was a Night Brother. Some hope for answers in Season 2, but many feel this intriguing character was cut down too soon without a clear explanation. At the number 6 spot, General Grievous. General Grievous, a merciless cyborg introduced in Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, was a captivating but underutilized villain. Despite being as formidable as Darth Vader, he faced a quick demise, gunned down by Obi-Wan Kenobi in a somewhat disappointing lightsaber duel. While the Clone Wars animated series explored more of Grievous' character, his potential remained largely untapped. If he had managed to escape danger and continue serving Emperor Palpatine, there could have been intriguing storylines, possibly involving clashes with other notable characters like Vader. Grievous' rushed death left untold tales that could have added depth to the character in the Star Wars saga. At the number 5 spot, Supreme Leader Snoke. Supreme Leader Snoke, a big villain in the Star Wars sequels, faced a surprising and annoying end in Episode 8, The Last Jedi. Even though he was set up as a major bad guy, his story got cut short unexpectedly. Fans had been guessing about where he came from, thinking he might be connected to Palpatine or other important characters. But Snoke got chopped in half before we got any answers. Episode 9. The Rise of Skywalker disappointed fans more by revealing that Snoke was just a puppet, controlled by Emperor Palpatine from far away. This not only made Snoke less important but also led to Palpatine's weird comeback. The sequels didn't handle Snoke's character well, and it left fans feeling let down. Cheers for watching this. Click subscribe for more Star Wars stuff from Pop Culture Pulse. May the Force be with you. At the number 4 spot, Morgan Elsbeth. In the first season of Ahsoka, another mysterious character, Morgan Elsbeth, unexpectedly gets killed before appearing in this show. Morgan was last seen in a clash with Ahsoka during The Mandalorian's second season. In that encounter, Ahsoka defeats the Magistrate, leading her to seek information about Grand Admiral Thrawn. Fast forward to Ahsoka's own season. She escapes the New Republic's clutches and discovers her master trapped on the extragalactic world of Peridia. Elsbeth jumps to that galaxy to rescue Thrawn, and after hard work, she's rewarded with the Shadows and a powerful Talon blade. Despite agreeing to stay behind and prevent Tano and Kay from thwarting Thrawn's plans, her move results in her being taken out by Ahsoka in the finale. Even after seemingly receiving a boost and an impressive weapon, Elth is abruptly sliced through the stomach, leaving fans disappointed. Some hope for Night Sister magic to reverse this premature end to Elth's story, but for now, it seems like a frustrating conclusion. At the number 3 spot, Padme Amidala. Padme Amidala's death was a tough part of the story that needed to happen before the original trilogy began. However, the way she died, losing the will to live, was really terrible for such an important character. It would have been better if Padme went into hiding, sent Luke to live with his uncle, and had others care for Princess Leia, keeping them safe from Darth Vader. This could have led to a more emotional and intense ending later on. Padme could secretly help the Rebel Alliance against the Empire, checking in on Leia from time to time. This would make Leia's comments about her mother in Return of the Jedi feel less strange. Eventually, Vader would discover Padme, leading to a tense confrontation with Palpatine. Padme's death could have been more tragic, as Vader's anger and betrayal took over, leading him to kill his beloved in a fit of dark side rage. At the number 2 spot, Mace Windu. Mace Windu, played by Samuel L. Jackson, faced an infuriating end in Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Swatted away by Darth Sidious and Anakin Skywalker, he was seemingly shot out of a window. Surprisingly, he survived the fall, as Jedi are known to survive great distances. His survival opens the door for Jackson to return in future Star Wars series. Imagine a seasoned Windu interacting with an older Ahsoka Tano, or the son of the bounty hunter he faced on Geonosis. In 2022, Jackson expressed interest in joining the Mandalorian series. He's ready to return and even willing to learn lightsaber left-handed. Let's undo this Star Wars death and bring back some Mace Windu action. Number 1 spot, Cad Bane. Cad Bane, the baddest bounty hunter not named Boba Fett, is making a return in the upcoming season of The Bad Batch, set just after the Clone Wars. Even though fans are excited about his comeback, many are still disappointed about his seemingly final demise not long after his live-action debut in the Book of Boba Fett. Sure, seeing Fett and his old mentor clash in the Disney Plus series finale was awesome. However, if Bane's death is indeed the end, it robs fans of potential compelling showdowns. Just think about Bane exchanging blaster fire with Jaren, clashing with Ahsoka Tano once more, or sharing the screen with fellow blue-skinned villain Grand Admiral Thrawn in live action during the New Republic timeline. Hopefully, like many supposedly dead Star Wars characters before, this isn't truly the end for the beloved menace. If it is, having the coolest gunslinger taken out so early in his live-action run would be seriously anticlimactic.